This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store. The year was 1973. The Mets went to the World Series. The first cell phone call was made. And Bleamy and Herman opened a specialty photography shop at 17 Warren Street, New York City. They had a simple philosophy.
Be honest, treat people right, and they will come back.
Thanks, Irving. Also, free candy. And it worked. Over the next 20 years, we expanded and moved to West 17th Street, then 34th Street and 9th Avenue, and added more products. Lighting, binoculars, telescopes, audio, video, tripods, computers, printers, mobile, televisions, projectors, drones, and even more free candy. Now it's 3 stories and over 400,000 products and over 1,000 employees. We take millions of orders online and ship to 179 countries and counting. You can talk to us in person, on the phone,
B&H, how can I help you?
or online. Check out our checkout baskets. Also check out our checkout numbers. Also check out the flare on Marae's vest. And everyone's favorite part, our conveyor belt.
The benefit of the conveyor belt is you don't have to worry about the product or schlep it around anymore until checkout.
Nice. These are the owners. They still come to work every day. They're around here somewhere. Anyway, this is Jeanette. Oh, sorry, she's busy. This is our warehouse. This is Yakov and Levy fighting over lighting kits. B&H is not a chain. B&H is open every day, except Saturdays, of course. Now you know almost the whole story. We are B&H.
Everybody, this is Ellis Paul. I'm the host of Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. That's a live stream show that happens every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and on Patreon. If you want to come check it out, it's still going on. Hey, we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. I can't believe it. We've done over 50 shows there with 50 guests. Every show has a theme, and the theme was created because I know we were all stuck in our homes during the pandemic. And this was a place where you could come, have musicians and a discussion take you out of your minds, out of your homes, out of your neighborhoods, and have you travel to destinations on planes, trains, and automobiles. To celebrate the show, we've created a big festival event. It's happening Sunday, May 23rd at 6 p.m., and it features some of the best songwriters in North America, including legends like Tom Rush, Susan Warner, Vance Gilbert, Willie Porter, Adam Ezra, Rose Cousins, Nobody's Girl, Jonathan Bird, Chris Matthews, Heather May, Benjamin Dakota Rogers, Laurie McAllister, and I. It's going to be a great way to celebrate a year of confinement, and as the world opens up, come celebrate with us online. The ticket link is somewhere around this video. Check it out, and we'll see you there Sunday, May 23rd for Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show Festival. Cheers, y'all.
This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store. The year was 1973. The Mets went to the World Series. The first cell phone call was made. And Bleemy and Herman opened a specialty photography shop at 17 Warren Street, New York City. They had a simple philosophy.
Be honest, treat people right, and they will come back.
Thanks, Irving. Also, free candy. And it worked. Over the next 20 years, we expanded and moved to West 17th Street, then 34th Street and 9th Avenue, and added more products. Lighting, binoculars, telescopes, audio, video, tripods, computers, printers, mobile, televisions, projectors, drones, and even more free candy. Now it's 3 stories and over 400,000 products and over 1,000 employees. We take millions of orders online and ship to 179 countries and counting. You can talk to us in person, on the phone,
B&H, how can I help you?
or online. Check out our checkout baskets. Also check out our checkout numbers. Also check out the flare on Marae's vest. And everyone's favorite part, our conveyor belt.
The benefit of the conveyor belt is you don't have to worry about the product or schlep it around anymore until checkout.
Nice. These are the owners. They still come to work every day. They're around here somewhere. Anyway, this is Jeanette. Oh, sorry, she's busy. This is our warehouse. This is Yakov and Levy fighting over lighting kits. B&H is not a chain. B&H is open every day, except Saturdays, of course. Now you know almost the whole story. We are B&H.
Everybody, this is Ellis Paul. I'm the host of Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. That's a live stream show that happens every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and on Patreon. If you want to come check it out, it's still going on. Hey, we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. I can't believe it. We've done over 50 shows there with 50 guests. Every show has a theme, and the theme was created because I know we were all stuck in our homes during the pandemic. And this was a place where you could come, have musicians and a discussion take you out of your minds, out of your homes, out of your neighborhoods, and have you travel to destinations on planes, trains, and automobiles. To celebrate the show, we've created a big festival event. It's happening Sunday, May 23rd at 6 p.m., and it features some of the best songwriters in North America, including legends like Tom Rush, Susan Warner, Vance Gilbert, Willie Porter, Adam Ezra, Rose Cousins, Nobody's Girl, Jonathan Bird, Chris Matthews, Heather May, Benjamin Dakota Rogers, Laurie McAllister, and I. It's going to be a great way to celebrate a year of confinement, and as the world opens up, come celebrate with us online. The ticket link is somewhere around this video. Check it out, and we'll see you there Sunday, May 23rd for Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show Festival. Cheers, y'all.
I got to take the background off, otherwise all you see is that. The countdown leads to nowhere. Hi, I'm Ethan Baird, the Executive Director of NERFA. I'm very happy to be here to celebrate the second time we've run through this video spotlight program, but the first time we've been able to do so with an event, and we're going to go back and do a similar one for the first round. We've now turned it into a seasonal thing, but we're really, really happy to have a couple of our judges that were involved here tonight to talk about the process, to talk about sort of what we've been working on, and to sort of share comments as we get into who won. So I may as well start right away. I'm going to pull them in because they are infinitely more interesting than I am. So hello to our friend Ellis Paul.
Hello, Ethan.
Hey, Ellis, how you doing?
Good. I got Laurie in a chair in the background.
Oh, fantastic. And Lauren McAllister is a special guest. It's kind of a Where's Waldo kind of scenario.
Yeah, she's just, yeah.
We also have Christian Domek, and he's going to correct me because I keep saying his last name, and I don't know if it's my anxiety of pronouncing it wrong or I actually am pronouncing it wrong. But every time I say it, I feel like I'm off.
Just think of it as a silent Q. Christian Domek.
Domek. Okay, I can get that. I can't promise I got it right in the video, but I did. I've done my darndest.
It's all good. It's all good.
So we're happy to have these guys here, and for everyone watching, we're talking about, this was a NERFA program that we started early in the year in partnership with B&H Photo, who was very kind to help us sponsor the winning videos. And basically what we did is, given that we all were dealing with this world where live showcasing wasn't really an option, we wanted to focus on some of the other forms of content that musicians could be putting out now. So we focused on music videos, and we wanted to incentivize people to do it. And unlike a lot of other programs like songwriting competitions and showcasing things, there was no fee for entry. There was no barrier to collect money. We weren't looking to make money off the backs of artists that were already having a hard time. We wanted to create a free to apply incentive for people to really work on this particular kind of art form. And special thanks again to B&H for helping us make that a real thing. But we've had over 100 artists apply through the first and second round. You both were judges in the second round, which had about 50-ish folks. I'd welcome you to sort of talk a little bit about the experience. Ellis, do you want to go first?
Sure. Well, first of all, I think it's great because, given that the medium for listening to music is essentially YouTube videos now and streaming. We all need to learn as musicians on tight budgets how to create content that can be streamed online on places like YouTube, not just the audio, but visual stuff that represents the songs. And to see everybody collectively, the spectrum was pretty much DIY to like hiring professional crews and actresses and actors and things. It was a broad swath. But the thing is, as an artist, we have to have videos that represent these songs because that's how people are consuming them online and how they're finding us. So this contest is so important, and I applaud NERFA for setting it up and not charging money for it. I think that's another thing that was really nice. Although there's hundreds of dollars to be made.
Hundreds of dollars to be made in folk music, but even so, the number of ways for people to try to squeeze money out of artists making hundreds of dollars it's so insurmountable to some extent. It felt really important for us to focus on that and to make sure that we weren't creating a barrier.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. And again, like watching people's ingenuity and coming up with ideas to create these things was very inspiring because, I've had to do it in my own career and for my own songs. So I was taking cues on some tricks people were doing that I hadn't thought of, and, camera angles and multiple layered shots. And it was a learning experience to watch.
I'm glad you sort of enjoyed that side of it, and really that was one of the key ideas behind this. Is not we can only recognize so many people in the winning thing, but we wanted to incentivize. We wanted to share what people were up to. We wanted to give people sort of an idea on what could be done. And to your point, the idea of different budgets. What I've loved that I found in both rounds is that the three artists selected both times had a wide range of budgets from homemade to clearly not.
Yeah.
And along those lines, one of the things that I've really appreciated, and I'll pull in Christian for this, is the interesting art form, or the interesting art of the music video is the music video and the song don't necessarily have to tell the same story. They can tell a related story. They can tell something that gives you something different. It creates a depth to the art form that's actually pretty interesting. So I don't know, you're welcome to talk about anything as it related to this experience, but I figured I'd cue you up with that.
Right. Wow. Tee up something difficult and deep diving, huh? No, I agree with you, actually. And maybe people don't know me, but I'm not a folky per se. And in fact, had I not met Ethan just a little while ago, my very narrow view of what folk music was would have made everyone laugh. And watching the music videos was a great way to introduce me to a much broader spectrum of music talent in general than I would have thought, again, with my narrow mindset at the time. Not that I had anything against it per se, just I didn't know there was so much variety. And along right, yeah, and along with that variety of musical taste and just talent in general, you get people's variety in the way they approach the visual form of their creations. And I agree with Ellis. There is a wide variety, like I just said, but and I agree with you, Ethan, that there is stories beyond just the literal translation of the song line by line. And I think some of the and there's a lot more winners there that we could have picked out of the top 3, to be honest. If we had the top 7, maybe that would have been easier. But the creativity, I think, is number one. And just the artistry in general, getting it's something that's typically an audio medium into the visual spectrum is not an easy task. And I think you had 48, 49 really solid entries in the second series here. So, yeah, I've been blown away.
So 48, 49, really solid. That 50th video was really awesome.
Yeah, no one wants to see that 50th video. That's just someone's toe in his hand. It was really weird. I think very avant-garde, though. It's cool.
Well, we're going to get into the winners in just a second, but I did want to sort of, you mentioned the fact that, and something that I want to make sure folks are aware of, we're doing this, we sort of switched. We originally wanted to do it every month, then we realized that was an absurd amount of work. Then we wanted to do it every other month, and we realized we still weren't getting it all done. So now we're doing it seasonally. So the next one's going to start on June 1st. But we want to remind folks that we have different sets of judges, and as wonderful as our judges were this time around, perhaps your video just didn't really speak to them. You can reapply. The same video can be submitted more than once. So I hope folks, feel free to do that and do stay in it. And along those lines, I'd sort of welcome either of you, if there were any folks that we're not about to recognize as the top 3, if there's anyone that you guys specifically wanted to sort of call out for what they worked on or what they put together. Because I've got one, but I'm going to wait.
I'm not sure. I don't have everybody's name in front of me, but there were a number of videos. As Christian had said, we could have had 7 winners here at the top and been fine. But there were a few that clearly the musicianship was really, really brilliant, and but the video focused on the song rather than on the separate identity of the video, and it can work both ways in those situations. I think one of our winners, was dancing and singing, and so it's just amazing how the approaches were so drastically different. And as I said, some were really DIY and some were really produced, but they were really creative on either side of that spectrum. And I think looking at the winners will probably give you an idea of the quality of the production and the scripting of the video for the next round in June. So what I suggest to people watching is look at what the winners have done and how they approached it, and keep that in mind, because it's going to be more than just sitting and playing and mouthing along to the videos.
Yeah. Christian, is there anyone you wanted to specifically recognize?
I do, but I don't want to make a mistake with the name of the band. I would say,
you want to give me a hint, and maybe I can feed it.
I want to say American Patchwork.
American Patchwork Quartet.
That's the one. That I think really spoke to me because of the way they approached that familiar song that they did. The video itself was shot very professionally. You know, the lighting was fine. The camera movement was beautiful. It's in the studio, so the audio was ideal. And while that by itself, I think, had it been a lesser song or you know, maybe something I didn't recognize and then realize I didn't recognize it. And then I realized, oh no, I do recognize that song, but they took it to a whole different level. That put the icing on the cake for me on that particular one. So I thought that was a strong honorable mention for sure.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you on that one. One of there were sort of two that stuck out to me. One, due to its absolute craziness that I truly enjoyed and I know was in our certainly in our top 10, I think in our top 6 or 7, was Scott Wolfson and the Other Heroes for their end of the world catastrophe animated video. I've never seen a folk musician do an animated video before, and that was very cool, and I really like that. Lastly, in the honorable mention before we get into it, I'd say Aaron Nathans and Michael Ronstadt did a really nice job on their video, and they were another one that was when we went through and you all did ratings, they were right there in the top 5 or 6 as well. So just wanted to specifically call them out and give them recognition for a lot of really good work. I do want to say we're doing a couple of raffles tonight. We're going to do it between songs. So after we do this first song, we're going to come back and we're going to raffle off a ticket to Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show Festival.
Nice.
Ellis is going to get a second to talk about that, and everyone that's here will be able to participate. And then we'll do another song. We'll raffle off a ticket to NERFA's virtual conference in November. So with that being said, we're going to pull this up, doink, and there we go. My Kind of Quarantine.
Hey, NERFA folks, this is Christian Demek, and we're going to go over the top 3 videos for the Spotlight series. And we're going to start things off with Heather Aubrey Lloyd with My Kind of Quarantiner.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right off the bat, I love the title card and the vignettes around the side. You immediately get a sense of the style of the video.
The song is great, clearly, and the video rises to the quality of the song, which sometimes isn't the case.
Yeah, and then her hair, makeup, costuming, it's all in the same bucket. Yeah, and super creative to have different looks in each of her quadrants.
I like the air bass she's playing. Boom, boom, boom.
But I feel like this is kind of a fantastic example of what you can do DIY at home with just a great idea and some time and a blank wall.
Good even lighting. Great bold colors.
As you can tell, I'm having a hard time sitting still listening to this as well. It's so catchy, and it makes you want to join in as well.
So this is a great representation for this song, and which is generally what you want. You want it to be interesting, and if you can hook them in with the video, that's great.
And even though she's pretty much in the center of the frame every single time, right? She's changing her clothes, she's changing her glasses, she adds little touches, little flourishes here and there, and it just adds to it. It looks like it's a higher production video than someone doing it pretty much in their own home with no budget, right?
Yeah, the harmonies are great. Yeah, I just love the humor that's running through the whole video.
And she has a fantastic voice. Again, keeping true to the theme that she started with the 1940s kind of theme. It all fits together. And again, with just such a minimal setup, I think that it's highly commendable.
You gotta water it every day.
I think this is excellent.
I feel like I've seen similar ideas with bands that are built like this, but it's really impressive to see one person kind of pull off all of the roles in the same video.
Guarantee I couldn't make a video like this. Not that clever. I like the little comedic mini sketches she has in between some of the chorus lines there.
And there's humor, which is great.
And the little black and white bits that are dropped in with the audio changing there as well. It's really fun.
Not everyone can pull off a feel-good song about the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I think it's just clever and well thought out.
Yeah, that's excellent. You know, even with the callback to her putting on the makeup and closing out the whole scene with that, she did a really good job all the way through. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, overall, I love it. I think it's one of those that feels shorter than it is. It's 3 minutes, but it feels super tight because it is so entertaining that you don't notice how much time has been passing while you watch it. So, love that one.
I love.
Sorry, I've got one video and I'm trying to pause it in the right moment, so I cut you off a little bit there, Christian. Heather did a great job with that, and that was so fun. So Ellis, I figure if you would like to talk a little bit about this festival you got coming up. We're going to do a little raffle, and if you are interested in a free ticket to Ellis's Traveling Medicine Show Festival. I will keep vamping so you have time to roll that out. You can enter #medicine. Enter it once and only once. If you do it more than once, you'll get disqualified. Enter #medicine, and you have a chance of winning tickets.
Okay, wow. So all they have to do is put that in the feed?
Yep.
Wow, look at that. The first one? This is like radio. We're taking the fifth caller. So everybody, the Traveling Medicine Show Festival celebrates the 1-year anniversary of my online streaming show that happens every Friday night. And this is the crowd that's going to be there. We're going to have 2 stages, one interview stage and one live performance stage. It's Tom Rush, Susan Warner, Vance Gilbert, Willie Porter, Adam Ezra, Rose Cousins, Nobody's Girl, Jonathan Bird, Chris Matthews, Heather May, Benjamin Dakota Rogers, Laurie McAllister of Red Mully, and me. It's all happening Sunday, May 23rd, starts at 6 p.m. There's going to probably be, 10 or 11 hours of content with the interview stage and the performance stage. But all of these people are legends in the making. And I'm really, really happy to celebrate songwriters, especially after this long quarantine is coming to a bit of an end of sorts. And it's a chance to sort of say, hey, we're going to be back in action out on the road soon, all of us. And we're going to gather around a campfire and sing some songs.
Yeah, and I think I actually pulled this one up just so you get a full list of those artists in case you are interested in seeing it. And if I remember correctly, which I may not, NERFA actually has, if you aren't one of the winners tonight and you want tickets, we have our own little link right here, and I'll drop that link in the chat as well. And if you follow this link and you buy your tickets, 20% of what 10 or 20% of what you spend on the tickets will go to help support NERFA. And here's where it gets a little crazy. And if you enter the code NERFA at checkout for tonight and tonight only, you'll save an additional 10%. And I'm saying this, and Ellis is sitting there saying, that's a lot of money you're giving away, but thank you. So I'll toss that link over in the chat. So if you want to follow that, but first, before you buy your tickets, find out if you got one for free. So we will do our draw. Hold on, let's share the screen while we do a little roulette here. Share screen. All right. #medicine. Do the draw.
Oh, wow. Look at all those people.
Look how fancy you are. I'm impressed.
It even slows down. That's so...
Diane.
there we are.
Hey, Diane.
All right. So, Diane, we're going to follow up with you and we will get you your access codes. You have codes for the Ellis Paul Traveling Medicine Show Festival. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing. And folks should stick around. We're going to do another one of these after the next song for the registration for NERFA. Thanks. And with that, let's jump right back into it. Oink, oink.
1940s look. She has great style. And what I found out afterwards, after watching this video, was that Heather pretty much did everything by herself with very minimal setup. And that really drew me to this. And I'm glad she's in our top 3 this month. All right, now we're going to look at a video from Joy Ike. And this is Wearing Love. Wow, really strong use of theatrical lighting and setup.
I think one of the great things, this is obviously thoughtfully done, but she's a real presence.
I love all the contrast that's going on.
Like the silhouette shot, actually. Really strong lighting, and then mix that with her interpretive dance, which I didn't expect to see, frankly, in this video.
She must have some kind of modern dance experience because this dance in the spotlight is just incredible.
And bold colors. Yeah, their lighting director is excellent. It's a really powerful combo.
And I love the occasional image effects when she's dancing, where it's sort of like a ghost following her movements.
I like that they make these cuts and bring in really bold splashes of color, sometimes with her in silhouette.
But it's not overdone. It's just dropped in sparsely. It makes a big impact.
And again, it's kind of a minimal setup, except for the lighting and her choreography.
Another song I have a problem not moving to. It's so evocative that it makes you want to dance along as well.
I think she comes across as honest and sincere in the dancing, which is not easy to do. For example, if I tried to dance to my songs, it would be a distraction, not inherently good for anybody.
There's not a lot extras in the stage setup. It's really all about her, and the light is really doing a good job of accenting the emotions that she's working off of in her dance.
I love that throughout the video you start to see Joy come out of the shadows more, and you get more color, and then towards the end you get that turn into happiness when she's just joyous when she's singing, as opposed to the lonely feeling that you have in the beginning.
And now they brought in another element with that sphere, that ball. A great way to show off more shadows and your lighting detail, to be honest, adding some 3D texture in there.
It feels like a stripped down pop song, which is ideal for me. I love it because the instrumentation is sparse enough that Joy really shines through as the main focus.
Yeah, really good use of lighting. I may have said that before. Yeah, and as the song picks up a little tempo, they're switching it out. Different wardrobe, different lighting effects. Now they're moving the lights a little bit more, really adding the elements.
Yeah, and then here's the happy part where she's wearing gold and is like happy dancing now, as opposed to the more emotional stuff at the beginning. And then it comes back down at the end with just the close-up and the eye contact with her. It's just a fantastic arc for the whole song. Loved that video.
Great musicians all the way around, great vocalist, great artist. Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, with just a little outro of silence. Fantastic.
It's all about her and her voice. the way she's interpreting it through her dance. But yeah, that's a beautiful video. Nice. Well done, Joey.
I love that video.
It's so good. Jeez.
I hate to say that I didn't know Joy before that video, and that was that one of the joys for me. I've been part of NERFA. I've been going to NERFA for 13 years, and you get used to the crowd. You get used to not in a bad way, but it's like family. You're coming back, you're seeing folks, and some folks come and go and cycle back in, cycle out. But one of the nice things about this is it's really invited in a lot of folks that hadn't sort of been part of the family up till now, and it gives us an opportunity to meet each other and sort of see what folks are up to. In the case of Joy, she's very active in the Philadelphia music scene and in a whole different sort of genres on top of folk. But to get to have her live a little bit in our space is really nice.
I feel like with her, you know, the impact of the dance thing, you really get to know her as an artist for some reason beyond the song. It feels like, wow, she really hit me with the DNA of who she is. I see how she moves and how she frames, you know, every kind of shot and the color scheme that she was using. The impact of that was just absolutely phenomenal.
I think there's something inherently personal about that video that goes beyond, you know, I think all three of the videos had that, like the cleverness that you get out of Heather's video.
Yeah. The
just sort of raw passion and just thoughtfulness in a way that you really just weren't expecting necessarily to see, as Christian said, in a folk music video. And, you know, it was really nice. So we're going to do another raffle real quick, and we'll play our last video to recognize our last person. And the hashtag this time around is Stamford, because this is for tickets to the next NERFA virtual event. And it's not going to be in Stamford because it's virtual, but we miss our home the last 4 or 5 years. So give us a Stamford shout out, and we'll do that. And I'm actually going to give you guys a minute to put all of that stuff in. And by a minute, I mean 4 minutes, because we're going to play the last song, and then we'll wrap this up, say goodbye to Alice and to Christian, and give out a ticket. Thanks, everyone. And here is our final song.
So this is Sawyer Fredericks with Born. Right out of the gate, they take the time to establish that shot with Sawyer. Well, I like that they stop to focus on the artist and really center him.
Now, this is definitely done with the crew. Quite a bit higher production value comes with that. Tricky lighting situation because they're at pretty much dusk, it looks like.
I love the guitar part that he's playing, and I like his voice a lot.
It's one of my favorite parts. Little girl on the bicycle trying to learn how to ride, and then it looks like her father comes down the hill to save her and accidentally bowls her over. I really love the fact that they kept that in the video. Considering this is a one-take video, and for those who are not familiar, that means that they never shut the camera off, so everything had to be coordinated in one long flow, which is really difficult to do, and to do it right. So the fact that they kept in the minor didn't go according to plan moment there with the little girl getting knocked over, actually, I think, added to the realism of the story. And for me, it added that much more.
And even though we're going to move through all these different little pieces of stories, Sawyer remains the focus. He's the connecting line through everything.
But all in all, the video here is really beautifully shot.
The camera work is amazing. Of course, the staging, the blocking that they must have done, all the run-throughs, it shows a lot of thought. When the camera moved behind Sawyer, they kind of used him as a light to move into the next story beat.
The mix on the song itself is gorgeous.
And again, it's not easy to coordinate a bunch of separate stories in one long movement.
And seeing that this entire video is one continuous shot is super impressive.
I'm not broken, I only notice once I've broken.
lot of coordination.
That was cool. The actress and the actor walked off camera, and when the camera turned, they were out of view completely.
I don't know how many takes it actually took to get this final one down, but considering the light out there, looks like it's getting close to dark, very much in dusk. They didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to redo this one.
I like vocal a lot.
I like how natural they kept everything. You know, it's just a guy with a guitar walking down the road. The song is pretty muted, and the surroundings fit in.
Take my scar. I wanted you to tear me apart. So long you kept me warm. I need you to let me be.
Yeah, there's the color and the tone on the film itself is nice. It feels very cinematic.
Nice environment, very realistic environment. I don't know where they went, upstate New York or something to film, but that's it's beautiful.
And then when he stops playing and the music fades out and the nature sounds fade in, like you can hear the cicadas.
And I love how they brought it out, and it's crickets. Sawyer's going someplace. Say goodbye to your mom, buddy. Yeah, the whole thing, the song, the use of the actors involved, the single take stuff, the timing.
And he steps into the story itself. Really well done. I love how they threaded all of the pieces together to make one narrative.
The only thing I couldn't identify with is that super cool yellow car at the end of the video, because I never had something like that.
Nice use of cars. 2 well-chosen cars. Or 3, actually. 3? Maybe there was only 2. Yeah, love it. It's great.
Yeah, they should be proud of that one. Wow, yep. And that beautiful dusk pinks and purples as the car drives away. It's a great way to end that shot.
Yep, and then just a understated ending. Fantastic video all around. You can tell that this was a professional piece of work.
That's the top 3 picks. There was a lot of other really good entries this month, and I think some honorable mentions need to be made. And I'm looking forward to what other people can do, seeing the winners here, and hopefully they're inspired to go out and make some beautiful visual stories to go along with their songs.
All right. That's it. I think I can turn this off now. Thanks for using that little bit. How do I turn this computer off? Is there an off button?
That was sort of the joy for me in the way that you guys recorded these reactions was I got to really line things up with what you were talking about in the video. And one of my favorite moments, or there are 2 really wonderful moments with each of you. One is as Christian's talking about Heather's a cappella bass, he's actually doing it right in time with her. And I think that's fantastic. And the other one was Ellis. And there was one point where you hadn't talked for a while during Joy's song, and it was because you were so into it. You were just moving with it. And I was like, I'm just going to take the "you bob in your head" and insert that in 10 seconds.
I thought that was great. I mean, she's mesmerizing. I think, really, guys, what the thing that really hit me is we all have to up our game. These guys, it doesn't matter if they're using professional people to help them or not. Heather absolutely went toe to toe with these people with hers, and she did it all on her own. But we have to rise to the occasion. And I love that this contest is going to start putting a focus on the quality of how good these things have to be to make a difference for you out in the world.
Yeah. Any parting thoughts, Christian, before we pull this final raffle for folks?
No, I'm
I think we should probably, I'm going to stop you for a second because we just got Heather Lloyd joined and said that she just got here. She wanted to go back and watch the beginning. You should. You won. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's my parting thought right there. Heather should watch the beginning again because she won. No, I think it can't be stated enough. Creativity wins, and just go out there and watch other people's videos and learn, and take the best parts from someone else's stuff and kind of rewrap it and make it your own. But everyone's art is important. And I think to add this element, if a person is not, or a group has not already made a music video before, this is an excellent opportunity to try out a new facet of your art, really. And if you have before, learn from what you've seen, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen for the next round.
So am I. So that being said, we're sort of at the end. We're going to do the raffle. If you haven't yet, you can hashtag Stanford for a chance to win free registration for NERFA's virtual event in November. I'll let folks know that NERFA has a panel on Thursday, the marketing funnel. This is going to be a great conversation about literally how this digital world works in chasing people down. And for anyone that's ever had a conversation with their spouse in the house about needing a new barbecue, and then a half hour later discovering that their advertisement on YouTube or on Facebook says, "Hey, you want a new barbecue?" This is sort of a discussion about the mechanisms involved in there, and things that we can utilize to scare ourselves. But it'll be a great conversation. Lastly, I've got the link down there again for Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show Festival. And if you want to get a ticket through there, you'll be helping NERFA. If you want to use the code NERFA when you purchase it, you can save some money too. And that code is only good until, I believe, midnight is when I got you to agree. And then we turned it off, and you have to pay full pricing it, which you should do because it's going to be a great show. So why don't we do our little raffle-y thingy here? Stanford, this is for registration. Okay,
what is the registration cost that they're going to win here? With value?
I don't know yet. We haven't finalized it.
Thousands.
Jason Baker, look at you, Jason.
Nice. Somebody's going to deserve confetti up. Well, Jason should do it. He shouldn't have to work a little harder for it.
That's the free ticket. Clean up the virtual confetti. I think that's a fair deal. All right. So Jason, you're going to drop, if you could email info@nerfa.org, your contact, just share your contact information. We'll get you that code. And thank you for being part of that. Buy tickets to, and thank you, Ellis Paul, for helping doing some sponsoring here for the Ellis Paul. Sorry, I'm looking at the acronym, and the acronym is the full name. So I was like, Ellis Paul Traveling Medicine Show Festival. Should be a really fun event. Christian, thank you. Thank B&H for helping to support this. I'm really looking forward to the next one of these. And thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. This video will be up for a little bit, and then we're going to have a cleaned up version that'll go up without the raffles and everything in it, because we don't want people in the future to feel bad that they missed it. But thanks, Ellis. Thanks, Christian. And,
thank you.
Good night, guys.
We'll see you all again soon.
All right. See you next time.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Everybody, this is Ellis Paul. I'm the host of Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. That's a live stream show that happens every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and on Patreon. If you want to come check it out, it's still going on. Hey, we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. I can't believe it. We've done over 50 shows there with 50 guests. Every show has a theme, and the theme was created because I know we were all stuck in our homes during the pandemic. And this was a place where you could come, have musicians and a discussion take you out of your minds, out of your homes, out of your neighborhoods, and have you travel to destinations on planes, trains, and automobiles. To celebrate the show, we've created a big festival event. It's happening Sunday, May 23rd at 6 p.m., and it features some of the best songwriters in North America, including legends like Tom Rush, Susan Warner, Vance Gilbert, Willie Porter, Adam Ezra, Rose Cousins, Nobody's Girl, Jonathan Bird, Chris Matthews, Heather May, Benjamin Dakota Rogers, Laurie McAllister, and I. It's going to be a great way to celebrate a year of confinement, and as the world opens up, come celebrate with us online. The ticket link is somewhere around this video. Check it out, and we'll see you there Sunday, May 23rd for Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show Festival. Cheers, y'all.
This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store. The year was 1973. The Mets went to the World Series. The first cell phone call was made. And Bleemy and Herman opened a specialty photography shop at 17 Warren Street, New York City. They had a simple philosophy.
Be honest, treat people right, and they will come back.
Thanks, Irving. Also, free candy. And it worked. Over the next 20 years, we expanded and moved to West 17th Street, then 34th Street and 9th Avenue, and added more products. Lighting, binoculars, telescopes, audio, video, tripods, computers, printers, mobile, televisions, projectors, drones, and even more free candy. Now it's 3 stories and over 400,000 products and over 1,000 employees. We take millions of orders online and ship to 179 countries and counting. You can talk to us in person, on the phone,
B&H, how can I help you?
or online. Check out our checkout baskets. Also check out our checkout numbers. Also check out the flare on Marae's vest. And everyone's favorite part, our conveyor belt.
The benefit of the conveyor belt is you don't have to worry about the product or schlep it around anymore until checkout.
Nice. These are the owners. They still come to work every day. They're around here somewhere. Anyway, this is Jeanette. Oh, sorry, she's busy. This is our warehouse. This is Yakov and Levy fighting over lighting kits. B&H is not a chain. B&H is open every day, except Saturdays, of course. Now you know almost the whole story. We are B&H.